And it's a very good morning from Queensland in Australia for a fly-along service, event, experience with the excellent Let's Fly family, some of whom we see on the screen right now. So here we are amongst the palm trees, the sandy golden beaches of southeast Queensland. Actually, here at Coolangatta Airport, if I'm not mistaken, half of the airport actually sits in New South Wales. Hello, Rire Storm. Hello, Night Fury. Hello, Helicopter 5432 in your Bell 222. Night Fury's brought out a llama today. That's exciting. Foxtrot Hotel Papa Romeo Alpha in your R66. Hello, Pump Guy in your Hughes 500C. Is it? I'll just double check. It's not the 500E from Carlson. It is not. Tower Tech 613, hello. Overspeed in your Bell your Bell 206. Good to see you. And here's Airwolf showing us how it's done in a hovering H125 with no rotor animation. Excellent. Situation normal, people. Gambit, hello to you. Also showing off your skills there in your H130. Whoops, tail first onto the pavement there. I've selected the Cowan Simulations H130 in the red microflight livery, which I see in real life flying around. Big, large operator in Australia. And there is the glorious Tasman Sea. Or is it the Coral Sea at this point? The sea, leading up to, in the far north there, Surface Paradise, which we will see up close very soon. So we are going inland and then back up to the coast again. Charlie Parra 77, hello to you. And CD, looks like I've got a blank helicopter for you, CD, but I'm sure that's just loading in or something. We'll see how that comes along. Right, into the cockpit of the H130. And let's just see if I can get that positioned in a way that it's still going to be visible. Something like that. How's that? That's all right. It's just off to the side there slightly. Good. All right. Oh, I'm sitting on the left side again in the H130. That's the way that machine is designed. And a quick briefing then on where we are going. Map settings. No. Which one do I want? The layers. And I'll just have the terrain highlight. I think for this one will be... There we go. So, Coolangatta Airport here, just on the border of Queensland and New South Wales. We'll just come up the coast here, go and have a look at Surface Paradise, come in on the Nerang River, see if we can find a nice gully to enjoy flying along here, to get down to Nobby's Creek, whereupon we proceed west. We're heading to Coralbin over here, and again we'll just find a couple of nice gullies to fly along in the border ranges of Queensland and New South Wales. From Coralbin, we go north to Archerfield, large general aviation field in Queensland, or that's the sort of the main general aviation field for southeast Queensland and people living in Brisbane. From Archerfield north, and we will go and have a look at the Glasshouse Mountains after flying over Caboolture. So there we go, the Glasshouse Mountains will be in here. And we're going to have a look at that famous giant pineapple in Woombye, because Australia loves big things, including pineapples. So we'll go and have a look at that, and we'll fly up to Maroochydore, Sunshine Coast, and have a beautiful landing there on the coast as well. So let me get this thing started up, and I'll look for text comments on the text chat, and a couple of hellos there. Why I see everybody as planes, Speedy Pro asks. Well, that might be because you don't have the models loaded up, or you might not own an H130, you might not own a whatever MH60, and so the simulator might present it as something that isn't what it really is. That's my speculation, Speedy Pro. Helicopter 5432, hello Matthew, thanks for getting up early for our entertainment. My pleasure. I'm still actually on holiday from work, and I'm feeling like I've been partying reasonably hard the last couple of weeks. By my modest standards. So possibly not the freshest I've ever felt, but do you know what? I do enjoy getting up early for our communal entertainment, so thank you for acknowledging that. T-Player, me too, that's because we don't own the helicopters they're flying. Oh yes, T-Player, you're talking to Speedy Pro, that's right. Giga, hello, hoping to join you on this lovely flight today. Well, Giga, you might want to get yourself spawned into Coolangatta Airport, Gold Coast. And make sure you've got all players on your multiplayer. Make sure you're on the Southeast Asia server. And it should all, in theory, work. So give all of that a go, and hopefully you get on board here with us. If you're not quite ready to join us in Coolangatta, you can join us at a later spot. For instance, Nobby's Creek. What a great name. Which is... yeah. Why do I not see it here? Why do I not see it? Because I'm not zoomed enough. That's why. Yankee November Oscar Bravo. So we'll probably be along there in about half an hour or so. So if you need a bit of extra time to get in, we'll be along at Nobby's Creek soon, is what will happen there. Right, so let me get this H130 started up, which is not the most difficult helicopter to get started up. Thank you, Eurocopter Aerospatiale and Co. for making this a very easy machine to get going with. So let's just check all these controls. Yes, that's looking good. No collective, probably because it's not actually powered on yet. Seats, alright, that's good. Oh, shall I put some... yes, I'll put some... how about I put some load on this aircraft? So, flight performances, mass and balance. Fuel, we'll get that fully loaded. Still got 1,500 pounds ready here. We'll get some people on board. Get ourselves close to fully loaded. A little bit of cargo on board. Oh, now, let's get those... yes, I forgot about this. Floats. Let's get the floats on at least. I'm still underweight, so here I am with some people loaded up. Looks like some appropriate gear there for holidaying in southeast Queensland. Welcome aboard, people. So, right, where was I? So, checklists. Rotor brake, forward and latched it is. Fuel shut off, forward and, well, have I ever used that on here? I don't think so. Starter switch is in the off position. It is. The twist grip is locked at idle. It is. Well, I don't know if I can lock it, but it's at idle. Let's get the battery started up. Let's get our... oh, now I haven't... have I sent the... no, I haven't done a flight plan. Oh, another Matthew Crawford improvisation. Excellent. I won't need a flight plan for this. I think I know what I'm doing. It's in my head. So that's powering on over there. Warning lights. Alright, so I might need the head tracking for this. Warning lights, we hold down the warning lights up here. If I can get it. So all the lights come on, all the lights come on, all the lights come on. That's good, that's correct. I release, and then the torque should go all the way up to 100, and then come back down again. So there we go, 100. And back down again. Good. FLI, that's what it's done. 100 servo test, and then the servo light should come on. Which it does. Press fire test. So I need to get the horn light on. The horn switch on. Then do the fire test. Bing! Pretty subtle horn sound there. And then the horn comes off again. Flight controls are free initial, we've done that. Down and locked. Does that actually... it is unlocked now. Just because of the power status. Generator remains off. It is. And now I can start up. Fuel pump comes on. Just check that I'm clear. Fuel pump comes on. Anti-coal lights come on. Let's get rid of that head tracking now. Head tracking off, please. Right. No, head tracking. That is not the most reliable switch, as it turns out. Anti-coal on. It is on. Starter on, and then we monitor FLI up to 60% N1. Very easy to start up this machine. Just momentarily through the red line there on the turbine output temperature. There's our 61% N1, or 67 actually, that we can turn on the generator. On you come. Starter on. No abnormal indications, we're fine. FLI page comes up after we pass, yes. The guard doesn't work in this one. Generator is on, fuel pump can come off. Avionics and systems test. Do I never turn those on? Okay, good on you. Wait for those to come on. There's all our warning lights here for the Hilo SAS, as Josh Cowan calls it. So I'll just need to wait a minute for all this to start up now. Who else do we have joining us here? Jetstream Sky, hello. Don't think I said hello to you yet. Rudy Zarzov, hello to you. Who did I miss earlier on? Oh, Gigabytes made it in. Excellent. There you go. Good to see you. What have you got? Heli Express H125. Is that the Cowan one? I assume that must be the Cowan machine. Sabine, I think. Night Fury's moved over there in the llama. Excellent. Ryra Storm, hello. Oh, I like the silver gunmetal. What is that now? Jet Scream Sky. Yeah, lovely. I'm going to just accidentally call you Jet Scream Sky the whole time. Jet Stream Sky in your beautiful 500C there. Great livery. I've got a bit of a story about that helicopter. India Oscar Zulu, which I might try to remember to tell you later. So, with all of this now on properly, I can advance my twist grip forward, so you can just see that moving down here. I've got a lever on the throttle controller, just advancing it forward slowly just to see the rotor speed come up here. In the Asobo H125, you just click it straight on, it just goes on and up. It's got it now automatically. There we go. Twist grip. Horn now can come on. Press fire to test again, then horn switch off. Surely that's not right. You don't fly around with the horn switch off. But I can do a fire test. Bing. Okay, done. Alright, well, my helicopter is all ready to go, so let's just do a quick briefing here for our departure. And I've just cheated there with the altimeter. We're at 20 feet, we're only just above sea level here. It's a little bit cloudier than what I was expecting it to be, but we'll be fine with that. And what do we have for our weather in Gold Coast today? Gold Coast, no, that's the VOR or something, more info. Right, weather. So we've got 3 knot easterly coming in. Is that correct? I wouldn't have thought you've got a lot of easterlies here, but it's just such the gentle breeze that hardly is even worth us worrying about. It's 22 degrees and we've got a broken cloud cover at 6,100. Dew point 21. So yes, it's very humid, very typical for southeast Queensland, I think, at this time of year. Very humid. And otherwise, I would say not a bad day for flying. That ceiling's at 6,100. We might just be challenging that when we get over the border ranges. Just make sure my navigraph's running in the background so I can do a bit of emergency navigation if I need to. Where am I aiming for down here? Okay, this sometimes helps me with some place names. Good. Okay. Well, in that case, people, what I propose we do is taxi out to... Yeah, let's make it a little small challenge and use the actual taxiway here. Taxi out to... we'll just use the main runway. So 3 knot northerly. I propose we just take off straight to the north, basically. So we'll taxi out to this part of the runway, and we'll do a takeoff run to the north. So just to be slightly more precise about that, if you're using any kind of chart, we'll go down to taxiway Golf, and then we'll enter the main runway at Bravo, and we'll depart directly to the north. And we'll follow the coast up, and we'll go and have a look at Surfers Paradise and enjoy all the massive construction up there, and then get going on the scenic portion, or the inland scenic portion of our flight. It's alright, so let's go and have a look and see if these people look like they're ready to go. I'm going to have to back out slightly here and go behind all these other helicopters. That's going to be fun. So I'm going to get moving here. Take a swig of water first. Let's get the head tracking on for this taxi operation. Okay, good. Or yeah, I might just see if I can go without for a while. So, no, right and right on the H130. Just wants to come back a bit, so I need a little tiny bit of forward cyclic on picking up the H130. So I've been using the Xbox controller for the last few days because I've been working on another video which is now published about how to fly smoothly with your Xbox controller, which is very challenging indeed. So it's very nice to come back to full-size controls like what I've got today, my Orion 2 HOTAS from WinWing, or is it now Win Control? So of course now I've got a car coming right towards me. Yep, Ryer Storm, let's see you taxi backwards at a height of 30 feet there. That'd be impressive. Just follow the taxi line, but backwards. Now, I am sure that I purchased scenery for Coolangatta or Gold Coast in MSFS 2020, and yet I don't see it now. And I'll search around all my folders, and I couldn't find where my scenery was that I was very sure that I had purchased. And now in Gold Coast I am seeing absolutely nothing, and also nothing for sale in MSFS 2024. So I wonder if there was some developer who has, I don't know, excluded it or has not put it up available on the marketplace. Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have gone in and checked disabled sceneries. That's what I should have done. I think I forgot to do that. So anyway, no special scenery here at Gold Coast. Getting a little bit high on my hover taxi here. Hello Crawdad, first time I've seen you there. So here we are on Golf. And we'll just hold short at Bravo. I might just get into position there at Bravo. No jet airliners coming through. Really busy airport, Gold Coast. For a small airport, it is super busy. If you ever try to get a rental car return on time at Gold Coast, maybe you want to make sure you leave another half hour to get in and out of the place. Wow. Traffic around here is a bit crazy. Alright, so I'll just get into position over here at Bravo. Might do a little happy snap screenshot. And we'll see how we go. So I'm just going to put down on the ground here. You can show off your hovering skills if you want, or just wait behind. That's all fine as well. Oh dear. So that was an example of me not looking at the end of the runway. So end of the runway. And just settle down there, please. Okay, that's better. And how are we going? Let's just get a couple of cameras set up here. Oh, look at all you helicopters. You excellent people. Womble Way, hello. And let's just get a heavy snap here. Glad I've got the floats on. Just get that posted over into ye good old Discord. So if you've got a couple different ways of, what am I doing? You've got a couple different ways of following proceedings. You can of course just watch on YouTube. That's you're welcome. Why has my view gone like that? Right. or you can come along to the Discord server. The link is in my channel, and you can participate whichever way you like. Gold YB CG takeoff. There we go. Little image to go into our screenshots folder on Discord. And I think we will get ourselves rolling here. Hello to our 20 concurrent viewers. Alright, so right and right on. Oh, how about some landing line? Do like how the Airbus helicopters tell you up front there that one of the lights is on. Thank you. That's very convenient. So I needed a bit of forward cyclic last time. Let's see what happens this time. Yeah, so needed the same. There we go. Not a bad pickup. So, laying it to nose down. Talking about 80% there on the FLI, and maybe I should actually watch the runway instead rather than the FLI. Now that means a suspicious amount of left pedal at this point. A huge amount of left pedal required. That's not what I expected. We're not in a weird windy situation here. We've got a gentle breeze coming in on the right, and I'm really down the right on the left pedal. How strange. SAS is not on. Alright, 62 knots on so far. I'll try and cruise at about 110, 115. The H130 might want to go a little bit faster than that, so I'll have to keep a close eye on it. Oh, it must be noisy for these houses down here with all the A320s and 737s coming in all day. And there's Surfers Paradise in the distance, with possibly a player called Macro Cannon over there. Alright, so I'm going to use the SAS, and I'm not going to use the modes, I'm just going to... Whoa, that was a bit rough when it came on. So I'm just going to use the hat switch to control my attitude. 90 knots. And we're just going to hug the coast up here until we get past Surfers Paradise. Head tracking off. Landing light off. And that's the Currumbin Creek over there on our left. It's all beautiful up here. Oh, look at the border ranges over there in the distance. That's just, yeah, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous country. Chopper V Pilot says, "Hi, Captain." Which captain would that be? If you're talking to me, that's very generous of you. Maybe a little bit too generous. But hey, happy to be a stand-in captain or at least tour guide on this beautiful flight in southeast Queensland today. Wow, thick cloud cover. I wonder if this will burn off. I wonder if it'll be a bit brighter by the time we get up to Sunshine Coast. Well, it's quite nice flying the H130. I've got SAS mode on, and then all I'm doing is I can lean into the springs a bit, as it were, with the main cyclic stick, or I can just tweak the attitude with my hat switch. And it's very smooth and easy to fly. See, I'm at 120. I might just go tiny bit down on my collective so I don't get too fast here. I know we've got a couple of smaller helicopters. A few more comments there. Northland Air, you love the H130. It's such a beautiful design. It really is. Oh, look at you go, people. H130 is like a pretty exciting looking design, isn't it? It looks pretty racy. Only if there was one... It does look a little bit odd from head-on. It looks a bit frog-like to me from head-on. But from every other angle, even that one, it is a pretty sleek-looking machine. Let's just get that zoom increase there a little bit. That's going to make it a bit nicer to enjoy the view. Much better. And just lean on the cyclic to bring us out here so we don't crash into anything in surface paradise. Yeah, look at that. The sea, dead calm. Dead calm on the sea. This gentle breeze. Chopper V-Pilot, it's colloquial, bro. I'll take it, thank you. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful helicopter. Chopper V-Pilot, you like the Bell 206 L3, the Long Ranger, the most? Yeah, I like the Long Ranger too. I got a little bit suspicious about how it was flying in Sim Update 4. H130 still seems okay. In Sim Update 4, perhaps the 206 suffered a little bit. I have to come back and have a look. I think the autopilot maybe just got a little bit strange, but it still seems okay in the H130. You can tell me your experiences, of course. Maybe it's just fine for you. Look how built up this area is. It's just massive. Gold Coast, Queensland. So after the surface paradise, we'll take a left. And then we'll find a nice gully to come down to. How about we try... I'll just do some navigation consultation while, while we actually fly the route. Try and find the Nerang River. And we'll follow that one up to the ranges, or maybe there's a reservoir up there. Wow. Yeah, most of those are photogrammetry, aren't they? But it's rendered alright here in 2024. I haven't got that. Is it Orbex who made that one? The Gold Coast Cityscape pack? Don't have that one myself yet. But, you know, I know we can get very fussy as simmers, but at this kind of height, even 1,000 feet, where are we? About 700 feet actually. It's looking pretty good, the photogrammetry. It's just that when you get closer than that to it, it starts to look a bit wacky. Okay, so we're going to take a left-hand turn, people, to follow the Nerang River. So I'm going to start slowly commencing that now. I wonder if I'm finding it in the SAS. Oh no, if you give it enough of a bank, it'll do it. I think the SAS fights me here a little bit. I'm just leaning into it, as it were. I didn't do this with the springs, with the hat switch. I'll get to your comment in a moment, Northland. Thank you for sending your comments in on the text chat. 29 concurrent viewers. Feel free to ask your helicopter questions. Share your helicopter news, your flight simulation wins, and your flight simulation problems. Alright, so where are we? We're 1,000 feet. Don't need to climb much higher than that, Matthew. And I've lost quite... Yes, I actually traded a bit of speed there for height because I wasn't paying attention. Northland Air. Oh, sorry, I've missed a couple. Yeah, so best flight controls are on the 500C T-Player. Yeah, look, it's such a great machine. Such a great add-on. Tauxhanger did a brilliant job with that add-on. So I'm just going to go right now to find the rivet. It is an absolute ton of fun, Northland. Yeah, the 500C, it really is. The Gazelle's going to be interesting when that is available from fly inside. that's a small, light, nimble, fast helicopter. So it's going to feel different because they're using their custom flight model package that they packaged cleverly inside the aircraft add-on. So the Gazelle's going to feel quite different, I suspect, but hopefully still fun and fast, agile like the 500C is. So that's going to be a welcome addition to the market when that comes online. Hopefully not too long. They seem to be making quite a bit of progress on it. Okay, here's the Nerang River. So we're doing fine here, and we follow this along to a reservoir, and then we can fly south. I'm getting a bit fast now, so just one click up on the hat switch. And hopefully that will all come right. So Northern, you were saying you flew the B3, the Jet Ranger, for a few hours last night. No issues for you. That's good. Sim Update 4 did disrupt trim when not in SAS. Aha. So that's the difference, is it? So I'm using SAS, so that might be a reason that it's a little bit different experience between you and me. Let's just make sure I get the right... Yeah, so we're turning left here to follow the Nerang River to get down to the Nerang Reservoir, I guess it is. And so what was it that Josh was saying? Josh has stated they will address it for all of his hangar. Flies great though with SAS, the B3. Yeah, I suspect it's going to be the same issue for me flying this machine today. So I leave it in SAS because it just makes the stream so much easier. Although, you know, when I was flying the Huey and the 500C in recent streams, I wasn't having any serious issues with them. Right, I've lost the river because I've been chatting. So coming to the left now. Those trees look a bit taller. Have I disabled Bijan's Seasons Enhanced by accident? I could see that Marinas was still on from Mamu. Chopper View Pilot, the MD 500C is something else, and all the sensations are different. Yeah, well, your sensations are different in a small helicopter like that. You feel alive when you're flying those ones. A little gem, Chopper V Pilot, yeah. Dolly Drambustic, hello from Terry Tonk, Indiana. Well, hello from Australia. Glad to have you on board, Dolly. Great to see you. Terry Tonk, what a great name. Chopper V Pilot, that boy, and he got... Well, we managed to turn that 500C. Okay, alright. Taint that 500C, alright. Northland, okay, the Sim Update 4 trim issue is only affecting the cow and Sim helicopters, something for how it is coded, yeah. It's a pity, isn't it? You know, being the developer where you have to just keep fixing it when the landscape changes. Still, they've been pretty rapid, cow simulations, since they got the S76 out. So, hopefully we're going to see some progress in there real soon. So we'll follow this arm to the left on the reservoir, or the reservoir as people in Australia call them. So it's real humid conditions today in southeast Queensland, and I think that seems to be shown in the atmospheric effects that we're seeing in here. Bit of haze around. Look back out to Surfers Paradise over there and Coolangatta where we came from. Real hazy conditions in this humid weather. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, it looks quite hazy, almost smoky. So, Jace is asking me what speed am I doing. I'm doing 112 at the moment. How's that for you? Oh, Jace needs to get himself back into a gazelle so he can catch up with us. Well, we'll get one for you soon. Alright, this looks like a nice valley to fly along. So, our next stop is Nobby's Creek. Yankee November Oscar Bravo. We'll just do... What did I say on the stream, actually? Did I say that was going to be an overflight or a stop? I think it's just going to be an overflight. So, without flying into a hill, Matthew, just go and check your own stream description to see what you told people. Stop there, and get this going over here. Nobby's Creek overfly to allow others to join. Excellent. Good work, past Matthew. Red Catster, 92% humidity in Brisbane, 26 degrees. Yep. Yep. Okay, so the completely selfish reason why I chose this as our flight today, well, one reason is that I've had a bit of interest from people on the Discord server to go and fly in Whistler, Vancouver to Whistler, and I think that's a great idea. I've even made a thumbnail for it. It's just that whenever we come around to my Sunday morning or western coast of North America Saturday evening, the weather always looks absolutely shocking in Whistler. So it might need to wait until spring or something at this rate. So we'll just keep an eye on it. I'd love to do that Whistler flight, so I'm not trying to stop it from happening. So I had to choose another location for today, and I was in southeast Queensland last week, so I thought, oh, this is just such a great place. It is so spectacularly beautiful from ground level. Loved being there, visiting and driving around and doing all those things that you do on holiday, and I thought, well, look, I'll just fly it in the sim. And when you look at these border ranges here, why wouldn't you? This is alright, isn't it? This is alright. Let's just keep this next mountain on our right. Overspeed saying that this is more than alright. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. That is good to hear. It's pretty special, isn't it? Yeah, this is a real subtropical rainforest below us here. Pretty good for bird watchers. So all the noisy pittas and regents, bowerbirds and Albert's lyrebirds all having a dawn chorus below us, let's hope. How are we going for Nobby's Creek here? So we'll keep these next ones on our right, then we overfly. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. So we've just gone past Mount Gannon, and this is Mount Cougal West, with its slightly sharp head over here. Oh, Ryra Storm's doing some very nice close formation work there. Well done. This hazy, humid air. Oh, so good to see you all on this hastily arranged, or rather late in the piece arranged group flight. So great to have you all on board, people. Thank you very much for joining us today. Really amazing. These mountains are pretty good, aren't they? Quite craggy. A lot of mountains in Australia are eroded with time. You know, they're very ancient. Australia's a very ancient continent. These ones, though, look a bit fresher, don't they? A bit sharper. Pity we don't have Geol Pilot here with us today to give us a few geology top tips. Okay, so how are we going for tracking Nobby's Creek? That's going to be slightly over to our right now. And we've got it to 2,400 feet. It feels like it was a bit higher, doesn't it? But we can still see the sea over there to our left. It's rather dramatic landscape plunging down to it. Northland Air. The southeast coast of Alaska and entire western coast of Canada and lower 48 have been getting hammered for weeks now. Lots of snow, wind and rain. It's been a foul winter so far. Oh dear. Well, that's maybe why I haven't quite made it up to Whistler yet for one of these streams. So we'll do it one day. We will do it when the weather is suitable. Okay, now we need to make this right turn happen, and we'll let a bit of height come off here, so I'll just lower my collective slightly and do a very slow right turn to overfly Nobby's Creek. Oh, this is a great part of the world. It really is. Just beautiful stuff. Wherever you look. Oh, we've got someone on the ground at Nobby's Creek. Kim DK, hello. Well, we're just going to overfly you, so you catch up with us. That'd be great. I assume you're here to join us today. Wow, check out this valley. Check out this valley. That is something. Now, is that Mount Warning off at our 11 o'clock there? I think so. Apologies to Queenslanders if I make an occasional geographical mistake. I'm just using Navigraph as well to help with my geography. So we've got Nobby and Kim DK down there on the ground. We are overflying now, so come and catch up if you can. Got 112 knots on at the moment. Did Jace manage to catch up? We've got a few people down there at Nobby's Creek by the look of it. We're overflying, so not seeing a lot of movement down there at the moment, apart from Airwolf and CD. So we're heading over to Kyogle next, and to achieve that, Currelbin. So we'll select what looks like a nice valley over here in the border ranges to our right, and we'll head over. So it'll be a bit of a dog leg here, but it'll be more fun to do a bit of a valley, or not exactly a gorge, but a sort of steep alpine valley, sub-alpine maybe. Oh, that's scenery. I don't think of Australia as a particularly mountainous country. As I said before, being such an ancient continent, it's heavily eroded. But this is pretty spectacular in here. Pretty spectacular. Hello, 34 concurrent viewers. Say good day. Tell us how you're going. What are you flying? Where are you going? Where do you want to go? What do you want to fly? Tell us about your rotary winged experiences. Now, Corelbin's up here, so I need to get a move on with this right turn. Let's just randomly pick a valley that looks fun. If you've ever heard of Lamington National Park, it's approximately ahead of us right now. Alright, I think I've spotted the valley that I like. It's the one with a bit of bare rock or something at about my 12 o'clock now. The elevation looks pretty good here. Australia is not as high resolution as New Zealand is in MSFS 2024, in my experience. I think that's to do with publicly available data and what the Microsoft team can get their hands on. Big Al, good morning to you too, and it's so great to get you on a live stream, Big Al. Thank you for saying g'day. Yeah, so I flew out of Sunshine Coast back down to Melbourne, and it was just a stunning view coming over all this area here. It was cloudless that day, and thoroughly enjoyed seeing the scenery from up high. So these mountains up ahead get up to about 3,400 feet, so I will need to start, I think, coming up on the cyclic with the cyclic trim. So I'll be losing speed here and gaining height. I could have just pulled collective, but I'm just mindful of maybe helicopters that are less powerful than this one, so we'll just keep it pretty slow and easy. Oh, how about that? How about that? I think that looks just amazing. Oh, beautiful. So beautiful. And in fact, are we already getting some of that cloud burning off? It looks like it might be. That's good. It was looking pretty claggy over Coolangatta. Now I'm going to have to use some slightly more aggressive moves on the cyclic to climb up over here. So we've got Mount Durigan just over here on our left. And the wall that I'm flying somewhat scarily directly towards is part of Mount Warrendo and Cominan. So I'll just need to get a little hurry up this. I'm only at 55 knots now. I'm going to have to pull a bit more collective. We'll be fine here. Well, we'll be in this machine anyway. Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Good afternoon from the US. He says, loving this scenery, definitely beats the cubicle I'm in. Oh dear. Well, look, I hope you free yourself of that cubicle in suitable amount of time, and that you can come and enjoy some of the scenery, or whatever scenery you like, soon in our wonderful flight simulator. Oh, how about this? It's pretty dramatic scenery, isn't it? And I really am pulling the collective here, so that was nice, scary way to handle the helicopter in this mountainous terrain. 41 knots, and we have crested that. That was a fun climb. The climb's not a climb, and Unless you have it's a dog, the 206 to climb is at overspeed, is that what you're saying? Yeah. Well, I'll keep it... What a view on the other side, yeah. So I guess this is the so-called scenic rim of Queensland. That's where I was staying. Great place to be. I'm keeping it... Looks like lots of people are ahead of me, actually, but I'm just going to keep it pretty slow here in case there's anyone behind me. I'll just have a quick check. Oh, it's not too bad. Looks like you've all done pretty well. Looks like you've all done very well. So it's Corelbin that we're heading for now, which is pretty much directly ahead, so we can just follow some ridges or peaks to get down into the valley floor down there on the scenic rim of Queensland. It does look great, doesn't it, Big Al? It does look great. It really does look great. Oh, that's spectacular terrain around in this part, isn't it? I don't think people walk or drive into here too much. I think it's probably a little bit too steep. This is Mount Razorback. Razorback here on our, well, my 11 o'clock, and on Pump Guy's left, Mount Razorback. I'm just going to follow the creek down. Going to pick up a lot of speed now. Lower the collective a bit. Womble Way. Is that Jace? Is that you, Jace? Womble Way? Night Fury. I'm so sorry. As usual, it's my usual difficulty of trying to remember who goes by which name in all the different systems we use. I finally got around to changing my gamer tag, so I'm now MC Let's Fly. It looks like Mick Let's Fly. Maybe I should have gone Let's Fly MC. I don't know. Anyway, it's hopefully a little bit more obvious who I am in the stream now. When you've got all the multiplayer helicopters, I should say. Oh, this little gully here is nice. Whew. Love that auto-generated rock and stuff. The technology, I think it's sometimes a bit underappreciated what the Asobo Microsoft teams did with that auto-generated scenery to help paint real close in detail onto the lower resolution elevation data that they have to work with. Oh, Daniel, so you're Birdman. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, and you said you wanted to join, but you couldn't because you had to work. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, we'll hopefully get you into a stream soon. Often they are at this time of day, at this time of week. I do sometimes do some ones which are at a different time of day. But the ones that tend to be the most popular in terms of just sheer numbers is this time slot here. Any earlier would be kind of almost night time for me. Yeah, Scott Humphreys, hello. Fantastic bushwalking around the scenic rim. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Great bird watching as well. All the cuckoos are still calling. Brush cuckoos all over the place. All your ginormous channel build cuckoos squawking crazily. Saw some swifts and needletails. Ah, glorious stuff, glorious stuff. Grumpy Pine, yes, follow you down there. Chopper V Pilot, which service are we on? We are on the Southeast Asia server. That's the one that I get the lowest ping to. Okay, now this ridge here, Grumpy Pine, just fly north from where you are, and Pump Guy, just go follow to the right. We'll just come along the side of the ridge. It might be just splitting up the group a little bit here. Oh, we'll get it together, it's all fine. We'll figure it out. This is the Albert River. Oh yeah, and then about 90% of the way up this ridge here, we'll pop over to the left to get down to Corelbin. Womble, wait, you're Dave in the UK. Thanks, Womble. Dave. Sorry, I just had a bit of a... I was having a memory blank over which one Jace is. So Jace is Night Fury. Good. I'll try to commit that to my memory. I'll get there one of these days. Please forgive me. Oh, look at this glorious valley. Another one. With Mount Gorman on our left and Mount Alexander on our right. It is beautiful stuff lying around here. It really is. All walking around here. Now, what's my speed like? 90, 82, not very fast, so I'll try and speed this up. Sorry, people. So we'll do a landing at Coralbin. Let's just... Sorry, people, I got a bit slow, so I'm just trying to fix that now with a bit of hat switch and collective action. So Coralbin, what have we got there for weather? It's the same weather as Gold Coast, so a gentle breeze from the east. I propose we land from the east. That breeze is not going to trouble these helicopters, I wouldn't have thought. So the runway is kind of east-west. And we sort of follow in through a gorgeous valley to get into it. So that'll be a nice approach. Yeah, Coralbin's kind of nestled into a valley. I think it must be like living in a little park. I've only been there once, ages ago. I've sort of forgotten what it's like. Didn't get there this time. And of course now I've got much too fast, so let me just nose up. Jace reckons we've got more aircraft than we did in the canyon run a couple of weeks ago. Well, it's not bad. I mean, people are on holidays and stuff. Hello, Mako6 or Marco6. Nice to see you. Kim DK, either. Did you start at Nobby's Creek? You've caught up with us. If you did, that's good. Oh, it's a great bunch. I'm thrilled that people will join, even in a sort of... It's a busy time of year, even though it's a holiday time of year. So who's that up front there? I've got two names blended into one, so I can't quite tell. But you are going to need to come to your left so that we can get down to Coralbin. Oh, they might not be in our stream, actually. That's all right. All right, so we are going to pass over this ridge. We're going to cross over on the left there. So I'll just pick the lowest point, which seems to be there. So... Getting ready to turn to the left. Oh, that canyon run was good. That was fun. Santa Elena Canyon on the Rio Grande, border of Mexico and the USA. Stunning stuff. That canyon is just so deep and dramatic. Perfect for running 30 helicopters up and down it. We only had a couple of casualties of people clipping the wall. Oh, that was quite entertaining. Wasn't really maybe the best site to... well, let's just say you'd be giving yourself an extra layer of challenge if you wanted to fly an MH60 or an S76 down that narrow channel. Oh, that was fun. Overspeed, do it in the Grand Canyon? Yeah, we can. Why don't we do... Maybe do the Western Grand Canyon. Yes, I've been thinking about that as well, actually. In the Western Grand Canyon, I mean, look, it's the flight simulator. We can fly wherever we like. In the Western Grand Canyon, they actually... That's where they do the flying in and actually land by the river. So we should do a bit of that. You're right. You are right. Maybe we'll do Las Vegas to Grand Canyon Municipal or whatever it's called. The one, what's it called? The KGCN whatever that airport is. It's rendered in it's a, what do you call it? It's a handcrafted airport for everyone in MSFS 2024. So it's nice for. I try and choose locations that do have airports that are handcrafted, so that no one's kind of left out. You know what I mean? But it didn't really turn out today because Microsoft and Asobo haven't done every airport in the world, which is understandable. I have done a stream of the Grand Canyon previously. That was a solo one, and I actually followed one of the published visual routes, which was pretty fun. Actually, that was good times. I tried to follow the published procedures. So we're getting pretty close to Coralbin now. So I'm going to Collective Down. Looks like Tower Tech and Pump Guy have already found it. Good for you. I'll just come around this side of the ridge here. Another one I was thinking of was New York. We'll do like a Manhattan scenic. But what time's the sunset in New York at the moment? Is it already nighttime over there? Might need to wait until Northern Hemisphere summer. So probably the sun will have set at this time of year in New York, I'm imagining, yeah? Oh, 4:30. Yeah, winter, so it's probably getting dark, even at 4:30 in the afternoon, right? So let's do like a New York scenic, maybe when around the equinox or something, when it's a little bit brighter over there, would be nice. We'll do some sort of run from regional New York and do Manhattan, go out to the east or something, and then come back through Manhattan and go back north. That could be fun. A bit different from our usual mountains and lakes and rivers. Oh yes. So yeah, it's really interesting planning these streams, you know, because obviously we get more daylight at this time of year down here. Although even in the depths of winter at 7:30 in the morning, we could have still taken off from Gold Coast. It would have been okay. This would have been just sun pretty low in the sky, but still would have been good. And here's the town coming up, Coralbin. How about this approach through these, following along this road here, in this little valley? Imagine being nestled in here. Nice. See the runway now. I'm getting a bit low actually, so I'll just come up a bit higher here. Might just get my SAS off at this point. What, is it going to spring around? Nope, that's all good. So this time of year might also be good for South America. So if anyone's got any ideas for Chile or Argentina or something, obviously Patagonia. I did have a quick look at Patagonia, but it looks like the scenery, it's not terribly high resolution than MSFS 2024. I mean, it's not bad. But if anyone's got bright ideas for South America, I would definitely consider those. So you can get those onto the event suggestions page or channel on the Discord server, or just put them in the comments and rely on me to notice them and to remember them and to write them down. We could just adjust the time, but I like to, if at all possible, keep it live weather, live time, all that. This means we're all kind of on the same page in terms of how it looks and how it feels. What do you think of this? Look, I know this is just all auto-gen, but what do you think of this approach in here with all these lakes either side and this narrow runway? This is alright, isn't it? I'll just park off here over to the side. I think that's a golf course over there on the left. a strange transition in the moment in the low level handling in the H130. It needs left pedal before it gets to right, so whoop. Put the sass off, but it's still wobbling around a bit. Okay, so I'm down. Alright, so what have we got here? Evening, yes. Sorry, I've missed a few comments. Krasny, what helo are you in? I'm in the Cowan Simulations H130. A 2020 model, but functioning quite nicely in 2024 at the moment. That's what I'm flying. You might be able to get that on special from Cowan Simulation at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. Just have a look first and see what you think. Flying around Panama with real ship traffic was called. Nice. That's a good idea. Joel Peterson, you're pissed off because you carried out a rescue mission and found the person, but there was absolutely no way to land the H125 there. Trees everywhere, mission aborted. Yeah, that's a frustration, isn't it? I mean, I don't know quite how you handle that in the simulator, to be honest. Because there is obviously a non-zero chance that when you put a random person to be picked up onto the landscape, it's going to be in a place where the helicopter can't get to it. So I don't quite know how you fix that as a programmer. Maybe do you put some sort of exclusion in so that when you put the person into the landscape, you actually exclude the trees around them or something? I'm not quite sure. Alright, so I don't think anyone actually needed to join us down here, so I'm going to let it rip straight down that runway. And oh, no, we need to find a railway line, don't we? So let me just figure that out on Navigraph. We actually crossed over it, so we'll get out and follow the railway up, and that'll take us pretty much up to Archerfield. Now, what did I say about Archerfield? Are we landing there, or land and allow others to join? I might have to do some quick research on the procedures at Archerfield. Not that we need to worry too much about them. We can do whatever we want, obviously. Okay, right, so now I'm going to get rolling then. I'm going to take off the same way we went in. I'm going to do, let's see now, probably a left circuit out to come out the way we came in. Then we'll find this railway, which is not visible in here, but it'll work. We'll figure it out. In the map is what I meant to say. So, let me start to lift here. We'll need right pedal, but then it will suddenly... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now it needs a lot of aft cyclic. Try that one more time. I'm just a little bit suspicious about the handling of this at the moment. So now it's kind of neutral on the pedals. And now it kind of needs a left pedal. Just a bit suspicious about that. I don't remember that happening in the H130 before. I wonder if something's changed somewhere to get that a bit wrong. Oh, all of you came down nicely here at the other end. Sorry I didn't come all the way down there to see you. Okay, Corelbin, that was nice. Left turn to get out. Head tracking on. Yeah. Got the head tracking on and off on a button on the stick. Makes it really easy to do this kind of stuff. Whoops. Corelbin, you've been great. What a pretty little valley that town is nestled into. Well, still a few people on the ground in there. I wonder if you're refueling or maybe you're checking out at this point. That's okay. People will come and go as they need to. And now it doesn't need any pedal. I don't know. I don't know. Just a little bit suspicious about the handling in the H130 at the moment. Yeah, Jason's saying finds it very twitchy, the H130. I don't know if finding it twitchy. I'm just finding that pedal a bit weird. Like on pickup, it needs right, which is what you'd expect, but very quickly it seems to need left. At a low speed. I think in cruise it might be understandable that the Fenestron tail rotor might need a tiny bit of left pedal. I think the Cabri from memory needs a little bit of left when you're in cruise. But I wouldn't have thought the transition was as dramatic as what I've just experienced today. I could be wrong. I mean, the wind's not a factor, so I shouldn't be getting any sort of loss of tail rotor effectiveness or anything like that. I wouldn't have thought. I don't know, something to check out later. So we're now going to try and find a railway, and that's a little something for us to follow out. It's going to cross the main road here, so we'll follow the road out of Coralbin, which is just below us right now. What have we got on here? 104, 105. I'll just lower the collector very slightly. Oh, this is fun. Now, where did I see an auto-generated train recently? Somewhere I approached in... Oh yeah, it was when I was making that video in Lugano. There was like an auto-generated train. Oh, this is the railway here. Almost missed it. So here's the railway, left we go. Yes, railways aren't rendered with incredible beauty in MSFS 2024. This one's overgrown with trees a little bit. But we'll try and follow that along. We could always just choose that main road as well. Well, can we? Archfield. It gets a bit confusing when we get further up. We'll just try this for a while and see how we go. So, a bit more collected now. So, two new people up ahead. MacGyver, I think. And got to be careful how I say your name. Far Car. So, that's what I'm seeing at the moment up ahead. Hello to you both. Well, if we can't follow a river or a gorge, we can follow a railway. That's my theory here for this part of the trip. Oh, look at you all. That is a huge number of helicopters. That is awesome. That is awesome, people. Rudy Zarzov, hello. Don't think I've said hello to you yet. Make sure I don't crash into the terrain. Cube Store, hello. I'm trying to make sure everyone gets a greeting. Pinkin Lark, don't think I've seen you before, hello. Warm welcome to you. Rudy Zarzov, did I say hello to you already? There you go, you can have two hellos. This is alright. So yeah, Archerfield's next. That is a large general aviation field for Brisbane and southeast Queensland. So a lot of people will have done their flight training there. I don't think we're going to be too fussed about features. We can just like crash through and just get onto the helipads over there and see if anyone else wants to join. So Archerfield being Yankee Bravo Alpha Foxtrot, YBAF Archerfield. Oh, and I've just actually got onto a road instead of the railway. The railway's over there. This is Josephville is the next town. Looks like we're coming up to over here. I've already burnt half of my fuel, so this seems to be another aircraft that's burning a little bit too much. The Stranger Things Huey is burning way too much fuel. We found that out in a live stream a couple of times ago when we had a few people running out of fuel. So, mental note, Matthew, put some more fuel in the helicopter in Archerfield. I mean, I could do it right now and cheat, but wait till we get to Archerfield. Looks like a huge flock of birds, Big Al. A flock of very noisy birds. Oh, I'm doing 132 here, sorry. Nose up, collective down. Nose up, collective down. We're already about a quarter of the way up to Archerfield. 41 concurrent viewers. Hello, happy holidays to you all. How are you going? What's your helicopter flying like? Is there anyone today flying with an Xbox controller? Boy, oh boy, that was... I do try and include the people who might be joining on console, who, now that we've got the PS5 people coming on board as well. So I made another video about how to use your Xbox controller or your console controller with helicopters in MSFS 2024. Hoo-wee! It's not easy. I did it only with tail rotor assist and not with the cyclic or collective assist. Oh, Big Al, you've got a bird's out on as well. Makes things interesting. Yes. Yes, yes, it would. Which bird add-on do you have? I wanted to get like a generic worldwide one, but I noticed that some outfit was selling kind of regional ones. Red Catster, the collective on the console controller is very challenging because it goes in steps. I know some people do put it on a stick, but I just try to keep it pretty generic and to use settings that would be close to what people would commonly have. And yeah, because you go step by step on the collective, it's really hard to get it just right. Right, Daniel, you're also saying you feel like your RS-66 is burning too much fuel. I wonder if it's a bit of a global thing going on at the moment. We're pretty halfway to Archerfield now, so anyone who's watching the stream wants to join in the flight, come and meet us at Archerfield. YBAF, Yankee Bravo Alpha Foxtrot. South Oak Co. Birds. That's where you got your birds add-on from, Big Al. Okay. Might need to have a check of that. Yeah, I think birds would add a lot. I mean, over this kind of country, I'd expect kind of falcons and kestrels, Along the ridges, eagles. That'd add a bit, I think, add a lot to the simulator experience. Maybe beaches, you'd hope for gulls. I mean, on one hand it seems simple to have this, but on the other hand, I mean, yeah, sure, it's you could get regionally quite complex. And Big Al, how are you finding that one? That add-on, the birds add-on. Whoops. Confused the sass there by being a bit dramatic on my controls. The railway's a bit obscured here. I think it's going over to the left there. It's not going through the village, that's for sure. There it is. Now I see it. This is the township of Flagstone. Not the Arizona one. Or is that Tombstone? Flagstaff. That's something else. I'll get there eventually. Flagstone in southeast Queensland. Looks like some new suburban developments going on over there on the left. They've probably got houses on them in real life already. Cliffs really come to life, Big Al, with your birds add-on. Cool, that's good to hear. So over to our left, probably about 15-20 nautical miles away, is Amberley, which is a Royal Australian Air Force base. So you often see F-18s and the like working in the skies, training in the skies around these parts of the world. Pretty exciting stuff. Free air show every day if you want it. So we're avoiding that airspace, and we remain outside of controlled airspace at the moment, I believe. Yes, because that starts at... Oh, we're actually in the Archfield training area. Are we at the moment? I think so. Or is that a little bit further south? But yeah, so pilots doing training out of Archerfield will come down this way. You can still just see the railway line down there. So we'll do a pretty quick stop at Archerfield and let anyone come on board who wants to come on board, and then we will make our way kind of over Brisbane, really. Ooh, tall power pylons. The power pylons have been much improved in Sim Update 4, thank goodness, because they weren't great before. That's much better. That is much better. Microsoft and Asobo. Vastly improved power pylons, because they were pretty embarrassing before. Not one of the stronger points of the simulator. Okay, and I've got right off the power line now, so let's get that sorted out. Neil Thompson, you're following on board as a passenger when a drink's being served. Well, I'm trusting you to have maybe brought your own little flask of something delicious. Maybe you'd share with the pilot. All right, what have I done with this railway line? It's lost in the thick bush. I think we need to get over to that next suburb over there. Just starting to see the skyscrapers of Brisbane on the skyline now. And we're probably only a few miles from getting into the Class Delta airspace of Archerfield, so we'd be calling in there, announcing our position. and advising what our plans were. I propose we fly directly in. So Archerfield, let's show you on the map what I've got in mind here. Is that Archerfield? Yes. So we've got 4 runways, and right in the centre where the player is right now, which is fine, there's a helipad, kind of pretty much in the middle of the field, kind of in the sort of interior angle of where all the runways come to meet each other. So we'll just land in that sort of grassy patch there, or around the helipad, let anyone else join, and we'll get moving further on north, get up to Caboolture, and then we can go and enjoy the Glasshouse Mountains on our way up to the Sunshine Coast. That is the agenda. Good. Alright, there's Archfield. Great. So I'm not too worried about that railway anymore because I lost it some time ago. So is that Canuti at the on the helipad, maybe at the ground there? Hello to you. Alright, I'll get this approach ready into Archerfield. I've left the landing light on the whole time, typical Matthew Crawford work there. Outer suburbs of Brisbane. Archerfield, right, okay, so concentrating on this approach. And I will get some more fuel on board as well. I'm just going to go directly in, kind of where Jag Road is right now, and Canuti. Pump guy's got the right idea. It's going directly into that grassy interior there. There's Mount Cootha, sort of leading down to Brisbane. We'll sort of bisect Cootha and Brisbane as we head on north to Caboolture, and then on through the lovely Glasshouse Mountains to get us up to the Sunshine Coast. Get my sass off at this point. Off you go. And now it's all mine. Everyone's well ahead of me. Let's see if for once I can keep my speed up. I've got a lot of left pedal in at the moment. Very interesting. You can see the helipad now. Yes, I think I had a community scenery for Archerfield, but I don't think it worked terribly well in 2024, so it's just all generic for me today. So we'll do a quick check of the weather when we get down here, get that fuel on board, bit of a reminder for people to fuel up. Pump guys getting acquainted with the windsock over there, good work. huge amount of left pedal required right now. A bit suspicious about that. Oh, it looks like a drain or a channel coming just out of the helipad there. I might just avoid that. And come over here beside CD. Well, those clouds are pretty threatening, aren't they? Might just have a quick look at the rain radar. Crawdad coming in there. And settling down this last little part. Whoa. Around here. Done. Oh, whose is that nice? Oh, you got a 407 Tower Tech. Good. Alright. I am going to get this fuel on board. I'm going to refuel my water glass as well, so you'll need to excuse me for 90 seconds. So, aircraft. Back. Flight performances. Mass and balance. Let's get some fuel on board here. Back to normal. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright. Let's have a nice exterior view here and watch everyone's good work. Oh, look at all these helicopters. So good. So good. Alright, be right back. Alright, so let's actually check these clouds and this weather, because this does not look that great. So I might need to maybe slightly adjust something. And look at my rain radar on my phone actually, but that'll do. And we're interested in Maroochydore ultimately. Okay, interesting. Nothing on the real life rain radar. So that's kind of curious. So I think the simulator's being a bit adventurous here with its sense of what the cloud's going to be like, or the rain. So I'm going to propose that we just keep on going, but I'll just have a quick check of Caboolture and see if we need to know anything. Caboolture's got few clouds at 2000, scattered at 2700, so the cloud is moving in a little bit there. And a gentle northerly coming in. That's good. That's good for our approach into Maroochydore. Okay, well, I'm not too scared about that, I don't think. Not too scared about that. So we will proceed north, and we avoid the airspace around Brisbane Airport and sort of bisect Brisbane City and Mount Cootha over here. And then we just head north, really. We could keep the ranges on our left, maybe. That could be nice. Might sort of skirt, yeah, that might be a bit more scenically interesting, skirting the left of the ranges there. So after we pass Cootha, we'll do something like that. And what's that big reservoir called again? Is that Samson Vale? North Pine, is it really? I think it's Samson Vale. So, yep, that's good. Samson Vale, and then we'll take that little headland there, overfly Caboolture, and then we'll be into the Glasshouse Mountains. So that's my slightly updated plan. So we'll sort of aim basically for Cootha, I think. Good. All right, well, I'm about ready to take off, so let's see who wants to get back in the helicopters. And there we go. I can see movement already. Very good. I'll have to make sure I don't run anyone over. Maybe I'll violate single engine practice here and go backwards a bit. Oh, that broke with the ground rather suddenly. There we go, backwards. Oh, so many helicopters. Hello, Airwolf. Helicopter 5432 and your Bell 222. Lovely. Oh, hang on, is that a true? Yes, it is. Sorry, I just had a moment of thinking it was at a 76. It is not. Alright, there's Gambit. In an H130, is it? Oh no, yes, an H130. Alright, bye-bye Archerfield. Caboolture's next. Look, in the simulator you think that's gonna, wow, that is some dark cloud. What is that gonna, are we actually gonna get some rain on the flight? That'd be a first. And here we go, here are some red and white pylons. I noticed that the auto-generated scenery seems to put those in when they're close to airports. That's interesting and good. I still think that they could be maybe just a little bit more prominent on the landscape. The revised power pylons. It is much better. Good work, Microsoft and Asobo. It sorely needed it. They were just a bit embarrassing before. Maybe just a tiny bit more visible is my only thought about the new pylons. Let's get back in the SAS over here. Let's go and jerk around a bit. There we go. So Jace is saying that his live weather's beautiful and sunny. Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. I do have live weather on, don't I? I do. Surely I do. It says, yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't need to get quite that high, Matthew. Let's enjoy this view of the Brisbane River directly below us. Still getting way too high there, 1,500 feet. Probably getting into controlled airspace here, not ideal. So yeah, to stay out of controlled airspace, you stay below 1,500 feet. So I'm going to try and make that change happen. So Brisbane International's out there, where we see those people, other people, MacGyver, Macro Cannon. There's Brisbane City, hugging the Brisbane River, which has been known to have horrific floods from time to time, causing a massive amount of disruption in that city. Alright, we'll keep the hills just on our left. Now I'm well and truly below 1,500, so just fix that. Not a bad city to live in, is it? It's rather pretty. Hills on one side, river through the middle, ocean out to the east. No wonder people like it. Well, here is a old quarry, evidently. How amazing does that stuff like that is just rendered beautifully in the simulator? Don't you think that's amazing? There's an old quarry. I mean, it's just great. It's got a couple of trees growing in it, admittedly, but that's kind of cool, I reckon. Right, so where am I? I'm at 125, a bit fast, tiny bit. Oh, why have my trees? Oh, these are photogrammetry trees here. Interesting. Interesting. So a little bit of the scenery might be cleaned up here. Could be good. So, yeah, some people run it like Jace without photogrammetry at all. Oh, now it's loading in. Maybe I just had a bit of a slow internet moment there. Brisbane. Enjoy the wide shot there. Oh, that is spectacular. Oh, Tower Tech doing some radical maneuvers over there. Beautiful stuff. Make sure I'm not going to crash into the hill. I think I'm alright. So I'll just keep the ranges on our left. Samson Vale, overfly Caboolture, and then we're into the Glasshouse Mountains. Big Al, Reshader does great job as well. What does that do, please? There we go, getting into a slightly more hilly terrain. It always looks a bit more exciting in the simulator. Hello to our 35 concurrent viewers. Your questions are always welcome about flying with helicopters. Oh, how about turn that landing light off? Flying with helicopters, struggling with helicopters, let us know how you're going, what you're working on, what you're enjoying, what you're looking forward to. Looks like a rail terminus down there. I guess that's part of the suburban rail network in Brisbane. Forgive my ignorance, please. I'm not very familiar with this particular part of Brisbane. So Big Al adds more colour to the sim and gets rid of the washed out look. Okay. Interesting. Like, I think 2024, ever since it's launched, has been slightly less colourful than 2020, and I thought probably for the most part that was correct. Yeah, Big Al, I'll definitely check out a link in Discord if you drop that in there. Thank you. So, yeah, 2024 to me seemed less brightly coloured and probably, although this you get into taste here, don't you? Probably better for it. This scenery I'm looking at right now, with those kind of washed out hills and stuff and the haze in the hills, actually to me that speaks of kind of humid air, warm humid air. Again, that could be a matter of opinion, and I don't know, what's it like out there right now? Alright, so Caboolture is up here. Cab. More info. So if people have only just joined and they want to join in the flight, get up to Caboolture, Yankee Charlie Alpha Bravo. We'll just overfly Caboolture. Okay, people, we need to aim for that reservoir over there, Samson Vale. Because there was also that Rex Atmos app as well, wasn't there? I sort of looked at that on... I didn't actually use the app, but I sort of looked at it. Looked highly technical, how you could change all these different sliders and shade them and colour them. And it seemed to me like it might be quite good for setting up a very particular kind of shot that you had in mind. But I didn't know if that was going to be helpful for regular kind of flying. But that's just what I think, and maybe I'm ignorant of some important information about it. Mako 6, was it? Yeah, you're just using the presets in Atmos and you're pretty happy with what you're getting. Nice. Yeah, well, oh, finally see the Glasshouse Mountains on the horizon. Well, look, here we are. Look, I love it when we get this kind of sunny shaft of light through here into this valley. That is, for me, on my screen. Obviously, it'll be different for everyone's simulator. Looks fantastic. Love it how the sun comes through and it illuminates brightly that valley there. It looks stunning. Really good. Such good flying. I keep having these ideas of doing some helicopter comparison videos between Aerofly and X-Plane and MSFS 2024. I mean, I think the market is very strongly with MSFS at the moment, so that makes kind of sense to focus my making on that. But whenever I think, oh, how can I get enthusiastic about this? It's like with X-Plane, people talk about, oh yeah, to make it look good or to make it fly good, you need all these different add-ons and stuff. And I'm thinking, oh god, just for a simple comparison video, that's like maybe more than what I want to spend on all of that stuff. But also, yeah, just the idea that you need to like spend a lot on add-ons in our simulators is a little bit worrying. Like you'd hope that out of the box you're going to be 90% of the way there, and not just 50 or something. Although I don't know, I don't mean to unfairly characterize X-Plane, of course. But if you needed to add on so much to make your simulator either good or enjoyable or visually spectacular, I mean, in MSFS 2024, I still have wow moments on every stream, on every flight. You know, the sun coming into that one valley like that, and it's just like, again, wow, how good does that look? Just out of the box. And I've got very few plugins here, really. Just things like Bijan Seasons Enhance, which I see someone just mentioned in the chat, to help with just kind of organising the auto-generated scenery a bit better. So yeah, Big O, you're using Bijan after watching my review. Thank you, Bijan, of the Seasons Enhance 2024. Really helps with realism in the sim. Thanks for the review. You're so welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I think he's it's interesting what he's doing. Like, you know, he relies on people to keep buying the product so that he essentially gets a little bit of income from continuing to update it. So, you know, we're grateful that he is doing that work, because it means that the sim is better for everyone when you have that add-on loaded. And if you find something that's not quite right, maybe for me it would be those photogrammetry trees around Mount Cootha. Didn't look that great. You could get in touch with Bijan to say, look, can you just screen out these photogrammetry trees, and it'll be in the next update. You know, he's super responsive and updates it for everyone. And yeah, like I say, the value for him then is just selling the product as other people, you know, want to enjoy those kind of improvements in the simulator. There's the Glasshouse Mountains out at my 11 o'clock. Let's have a look at our flight. How are you going, people? Oh, that view is so good. That view is so good. Am I going a bit too fast? I notice people are getting a bit behind. What am I doing? 122? I'll just put the collective down very slightly. Wow, what a great flight. Oh, we've been on almost 2 hours. This has taken slightly longer than what I expected. Usually I'm pretty good at estimating these. So it's just an overflight of Caboolture. We'll just overfly the airport, and then we'll sort of bisect the various Glasshouse Mountains. And we'll get on our way. Is that Tangles down there at Caboolture? It might be. A very tidy looking town beneath us. Narangba, is that how you say it? And Redcliffe out on the other horizon over there. So that's Redcliffe out there. Very nice shorebirds, seabirds, lovely stuff going on out over there. Mangroves as well. So, overflying Caboolture through the Glasshouse Mountains and then up to Maroochydore, Sunshine Coast. Our final destination on this beautiful scenic live stream. Yeah, it's not a small city, Brisbane. It really sprawls out if you include all of these locations out here. And why wouldn't it? As I said, it's a very beautiful and scenic area. Yes, just thinking more about this fuel situation, if it seems to be affecting more than just that Stranger Things Huey, which seemed to burn very fast indeed, I do wonder if something might have changed in the base sim. So what do developers do? Do they try and fix it according to that, or do they wait for another fix? Or complicated stuff, knowing what to do. Who's that slightly strange motion there from Jag Road? Don't know, maybe I was getting a bit of an internet dropout from you. Ah, so good. So good. ...120 knots, 1,000 feet, overflying Caboolture. In this lovely summer morning in southeast Queensland, Australia. Not too bad. Exciting new activity for me to do. In a couple of days I'm going for another trial introductory flight in Cadbury, and it will be made into a video, so that's going to be fun. Out of Essendon in Melbourne. Right, Tangles, I see you down there. We are overflying you. If you're part of our stream or our experience here, you can get on board and join us. Wow, what a sight this must be with so many helicopters all buzzing over Caboolture all at the same time. Okay, left-hand turn, and that'll get us through the Glasshouse Mountains. Perfect. Nice performance here from the H130 today. Very easy to fly in this kind of situation. So I understand the Glasshouse Mountains are all ancient volcanoes, so obviously it's a little volcanic patch here. And we don't have GL Pilot with us today to tell us a little bit more about the geology. They'll do a much better job than me, that's for sure. But yeah, I understand maybe the sort of the outsides have eroded away, and then we are left with these sort of volcanic cores here. Pretty interesting looking formation. Big Al, I do not fly in real life, only for reasons of, I guess, money. I'd love to have picked up a license by now, but it's just time and money. So I'll just do little activities where I can. Maybe turn them into video content to give others insight into what it's like. Maybe what they might enjoy as well about it. I'm going to lower my collective a bit and enjoy the Glasshouse Mountains at... Don't want to be too high above ground level. Make it quite low and exciting. Oh, that was great. Why don't I come over to that? Whoop, it's not a bit dramatic. Gentle turn to the right here. And we'll just come through that one there. Yeah, so there's lots of walking trails again and some bird watching opportunities, all that kind of stuff. Lovely nature experiences for people out here in the Glasshouse Mountains. So I believe this first one on my right here is Mount Beerburrum. This is sort of a slightly rounded one. Oh, Big Al, you're at Moorabbin. How cool. Yeah, great. You see all the general aviation movements down there, wouldn't you? Yeah, I once had a crazy vision that maybe I could pick up a commercial license, and but I mean the amount of money you have to spend for that. I mean, I applaud the people who do, and I don't want to hold you back, of course. But it just seemed to possibly be something that I would not be able to recoup the investment. So I didn't do it. Wow, I reckon that was pretty good. This is a great way to experience the Glasshouse Mountains by flying through it on a massive helicopter group flight. Look at you all, Mako, Jagro, helicopter 5432, Canuti, who got on board. Good to see you. CD, Overspeed, Jetstream, Sky, Macro Cannon, Tangles joined us as well. Great, you caught up with us, Tangles. That's awesome. Airwolf, Crawdad, Cube Store, Night Fury, Rudy, Gambit, Osmo. I haven't seen you yet, so hello to you. And Chappers Fly, hello. Wow, what a great group. Have I flown into a mountain in the meantime? No, I haven't. Let's get in between that one there. This little one. All these little volcanic cones. I reckon that's pretty cool. Pretty amazing formation. With the peace and solitude interrupted only by ginormous helicopter flights. What a sound that must be. Brilliant stuff. All right, start thinking about how we're going to get over to Sunshine Coast. Or we could follow up that river there, which is the Mooloolah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Then we can enjoy a bit of coast as we fly into Sunshine Coast Airport. Okay, so, well, let's just quickly check the weather at Sunshine Coast. More info. Weather. We've got winds 050 at 5, so we've got a gentle nor'easterly. I think we can just approach from the south, and that's going to be fine. So we can take the main runway, which is runway 31. So we'll take the Mooloolah River next. So I'm going to do a right-hand turn now. Right-hand turn, and we will get ourselves up that river, and then do a little bit more coastal flying up the Sunshine Coast into the Maroochydore and Sunshine Coast Airport. Pretty easy. Oh, these fields and farms look lovely. The Glasshouse Mountains. I wonder what the soil's like. There's a random question for a helicopter live stream. What's the soil productivity like around all these volcanoes? A question I am not qualified to answer. So this is Mount Mellon, I believe, if I've got identified that one correctly. Mount Mellon, with the Malula River ahead. There's a reservoir there as well. Reservoir. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Oh, Big Al, you've seen the fire support MH60 land the other day. Love it. Sounds awesome. So in our Southern Hemisphere summer, we get a few aircraft coming down from other parts of the world to be part of our fire preparations. Wildfires can be extraordinarily scary, especially in southeastern Australia, where it's a bit drier. So yeah, there's some Ericsson Sky Cranes and, as Big Al saying there, some MH60 fire support there as well. Well, the work those people do, incredible stuff. What a lovely reservoir in a lovely part of the world. Well, I wonder if we can gamify our experience of getting into Sunshine Coast. We don't have a helipad as such, but I wonder if I can get down to those numbers, the 3-1 numbers. I'll just get off to the side of it. I could maybe enjoy other people doing their approach and see you all come in. So if you, when we get up there, allow me to get ahead a little bit, I'll position my helicopter so that I can see all of you excellent people coming in. Just for a bit of a laugh. Quality is not the only thing we seek. We also seek entertainment. So, in other words, judgment-free zone. Although I'll applaud excellent approaches, but I will not shame ones where you've put in excellent effort. So there we go, increasing the stakes somewhat on our live stream. 45 concurrent viewers. Hello. You know you're always welcome to ask your helicopter questions. Give us your helicopter intelligence, your helicopter insights, your helicopter sticking points. You're welcome. So I keep my eye on the text chat as well, so go ahead and join in on there. Oh, we're almost back out of the Tasman Sea again. Or is it the Coral Sea? I need to check that, don't I? Maybe the Coral Sea's further up. Yeah, testing you out, Big Al. Just for a laugh. I just want to enjoy the fun of seeing all the helicopters come in. can always do a couple of circuits if you want to, if you want to feel that you might have done a better job if you had another chance. Oh, how glorious is this? Oh yeah, okay, Daniel's got some ideas for a bit of group photography here. I did a little group shot at the start and put it up on the Discord. Is this a record number of participants? It looks very good. It looks very good. Yes, so what we might do is, yeah, we try what Daniel says, line up alongside the runway. So once I get down, I'll try and get down there first-ish. Maybe I'll just get myself at that little taxiway there leading up to the piano keys. Then if you all want to line up alongside me with your amazing helicopter hover taxiing skills, then we might have a nice little group shot to enjoy. That's a good idea. We've got an amazing shot of our Hueys in formation a few weeks ago, Daniel. That was fun. Which airport would that have been? Maybe... was that Westport? Or, yeah, in New Zealand that one was. So we took our Hueys up over the Alps in New Zealand and had a wonderful time up there. Got an excellent group shot of all our Hueys lined up. It's beautiful. Oh, it's lovely at the Sunshine Coast, living up to its name. It is lovely. Is this Maroochydore itself here, or it's just rendered beautifully with the marinas add-on from Mamu? Adds a lot there. That's great. I can see the field now for the airfield or the airport. So that's the outlet of the Maroochy River up ahead there. Then once we're on past that, we're pretty much on finals, or on base at least, left base for the runway, the main north-south runway. I could just hear someone's jet dying. That was a bit weird. It wasn't mine at least, so I'm not making a sudden unrequested return to planet Earth like what happened in one of my previous streams with the S-76 bugged out. That was fun. Okay, I am going to go. Don't feel you need to follow me. I'm going to go a bit faster right now and get down to the runway. So I might just get my SAS off, hand fly it down, get myself into position so that I can enjoy your amazing landings right on the numbers. Or do a trick if you like. Land backwards, do a pirouette, do what you like, people. Oh, how good is this scenery? Well, that's 147 knots, Matthew. Maybe a little bit too fast. Yeah, beautiful. I did a bit of walking down there as well. Always looking for the birds, the shorebirds, seeing what's around. Okay, now the art here will be to get it all lined up. So, yeah, that should be all right there. Okay. So I'm just going to try and get on the taxiway first. So this is not going to be a pretty landing, what I'm doing here. It's going to be a fast landing. Gambit's got down there first. Alright. Oh, this is worryingly fast the way I'm doing this. We're hitting the limit on the on the machine there, overspeeding the rotor probably doing this. Just thought I could hopefully get ahead of the pack there and enjoy these amazing approaches that we're about to get. Well, I have overdone it here a bit. People are coming in even faster than me. Hilarious. I'm going to try and get down there if I can. I'm going to be very sensible and park behind the hold bar there. SAS is off, that's good. Alright, let's just get this line up down here. Okay, I think I probably was never going to be able to do a better job than that, so let me get right on the line here. And we'll get this exterior view happening and we'll enjoy the show. Oh, there's a 2D landing there where I couldn't see what was going on. Alright, who's up first? I want to see you get right on those numbers. Cube Store's up. Oh, Night Fury's doing a bit of undertaking there. Oh dear. This is dramatic stuff. Or you side by side, I can't quite tell. Oh, this is good entertainment. Oh, classic. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, Jake, for wrecking your Maroochydore approach there. No, nice work, Cube Store, right on the 3 there. Airwolf. Okay. Oh, high speed. Are you going to knock the tail? Oh, possible tail strike situation there. Raya Storm coming in backwards. Love that. Sabine, yeah. All right, nice work. You've sort of gone crosswise there. CD, you're up. What are you going to do? Oh yes, oh possibly a bit, possibly a bit fast at the end there, but I'm down onto the ground. Nice work. Off you go. Nice. Tower Tech. What are you going to do? Looking pretty good at this point. I've got to say, looking very sensible at your Bell 407 at this point. Look, I think for smoothness, we're... oh, that was a nice flyby with Alana. I think for smoothness, I'm giving it the Tower Tech at this point. Overspeed, let's see if you can live up to your name here. Scooting it down. There we go. Very good. Helicopter 5432 doing a rolling finish there on your Bell 222, and right you should. Nice work. Pump guy. Okay, alright. Nice work. Jetstream Sky. Did I miss your landing? Because it looked like you were in the right place there, in a very nice place there. Alright, Jag Road. Looks like you might be up next. This is excellent. Big Al, nice work. How many more people we've got coming in here from the right? Let's pan over here for a second. Looks like Chappers is going to have a go in a second. Oh, come on, Chappers. This is looking good. Oh, you're getting it a bit closely involved there with Cube Store from my vision. Canuti in your EC135. What can you do for us here? Oh, Raya Storm coming in vertically. No, that was Rudy, sorry. That was Rudy. It's quite entertaining. Alright, Rudy's got a pretty nice looking position there on the Huey. Big Al's coming in for a low speed pass. Boom, through you go. Rudy's completed now a 90-degree survey of the 3-1 numbers there. Nice work. Oh dear. Got anyone else lined up here? Oh, someone's going through fast. Oh, okay, there we go. There's our first trick shot of the day. Who was that now? Raya Storm doing a half loop. Well, I think for smoothness, I'm awarding this to Tower Tech. I was pretty impressed with that. Raya Storm gets an award for a bit of a trick shot there. Nice work. I quite enjoyed the rolling landing there from Sabine. Excellent. And we're seeing... Tower Tech just spoke to me on the Discord. Say that again. Practice does make perfect. Yes. You need to. People need to watch find a YouTube channel which has got lots of helicopter tutorials or something, don't they? Oh, look at this lineup. Okay, I'm going to try. What am I going to do just to entertain you? I'll see if I can do a bit of a sideways landing here. I need the head tracking for this. Without getting into a dynamic rollover. Oh boy. Well, there are choppers, flies never move. Cube stores never moved out. You know, you got your prize position there, and you never moved out of it. Oh, there comes another sensible airliner. Probably wondering what all these helicopters are doing. Sorry about that. Okay, so sideways onto the 3 there. Probably could have been worse. Okay, let's get this line up done. See if I can nestle in there between helicopter 5432. Oh, looks a bit tight. As long as I don't collide with Rudy, which is like it's about to happen. Oh, funny. Alright, how close do I dare get to the Bell 222 there from Rudy? That llama looks great. What a great colour scheme. Now, what am I doing? I'm getting distracted. So, back. Very hard in 2D. Now, forward again. Try and get up to the edge of the grass here. And square on. Okay, so how do I do that? So that's not too bad. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Get this line up worked out, people. Head tracking off maybe will be a bit nicer. There we go. Those helicopters quite close. Oh, good stuff. Good formation work here, people. I could just possibly get Gambit and Sabine to maybe disentangle themselves there. That'd be. Oh, sorry, Jake J12 in your spirit A3 something, A320 Neo, is it? Wondering what on earth is going on here. Cybo Man, just watched my force trim video, very helpful. Oh, pleased to hear it, Cybo Man. Oh, look at this. Oh, do you know what? I've got to get it with this 320 in. Quick. Hurry up, Matthew. Wow, you poor person. That is great. One more. Chaos is what we aim for. So there we go. Sensible route shot with unwitting bystander at Sunshine Coast. Great. Oh, well, Jake, there you go, whoever you are. If you should ever discover this stream, I'm sure your landing looked really great. And it could only have been improved by the surprising presence of all these helicopters. All right, let's actually do this proper group shot now. That was brilliant, people. Good work. Maybe I'll wait for Airwolf to get in there next to Cube Store. The suddenly spooling down turbine mid-flight had me rolling on the floor with laughter. Helicopter 5.32. Yeah, where did that come from? I heard that sound. I was going, well, I hope that's not my turbine. Awesome lineup. Good work, people. That is very entertaining. Wow, great bunch of people to fly with. Thank you very much for joining us today. I will just go over to the general aviation area, which is over in the direction I'm looking now. Oh, it's actually not a small patch of airport, this, but there we go. I'm sure someone else got some other shots there as well. So let's get moving over here. Now, why did the tail come up so much there? Now I need lots of aft cycling. I needed forward cycling when I first took off. The wind is not that strong, I wouldn't have thought. Now, again, I really thought I had bought Sunshine Coast scenery, and now I can't find it. Ah, yes, but I forgot to double check my... oh, yeah, you can do a bit of backwards taxiing there. Very nice. Raya Storm. That is a very successful backwards taxi. Yeah, you're going to need to do a 90-degree turn to, I guess, your left soon. Oh, that is amazing. Mr. Tangles, was this on the Southeast Asia server? Yes, it was. I went to Caboolture and saw nobody, but we saw you, didn't we? Tangles, I saw you. So you were on the right server. Why couldn't you see other players? Maybe did you have multiplayers all selected? So you must have been 00 Tangles, I think. So I definitely saw you. Crawdad. There we go. Right, I'm getting it a little bit fast here on my hover taxi. Well, Ryostorm, you're really showing us up there with your backwards taxi. All right, now turn here to my right, or to Ryostorm's left. Yes, you did it. With your Heli Seeker livery. Excellent stuff. Alright, this looks like a good area to shut down. I'll just be nice to the next pilot and turn it out over here. Super. All right, so let's get that twist grip down to idle. Horn goes off, so we turn that off. There's neutral. Pitch is fully down. Twist grip is locked. Cool down. Oh, so we leave this on for 30 seconds. Pitot was not required today. Mr. Tangles, if it's in your VR settings, yes, it could be. I think you need to have other air traffic on something that's other than off. So that might have been a factor for you. So just check your VR settings, Tangles, and just have a look and see if you've got other aircraft visible to you at all. Right, Storm, love your moves. Good stuff. How are we going here for our apron work here? Good stuff. Oh, H130 is such a great aircraft to paint, isn't it? Look at that one. They're all good. That's Gambit. It's almost like you don't even need to be an amazing artist to make the H130 look really great. This is such a curvy looking helicopter. I mean, my microflight livery is actually pretty plain by comparison. Good stuff. Alright, so we had a bit of a shutdown time there. Cool down, horn is off, landing light is now off. Systems off except anti-cols off. Oh, generator actually stays on. So by the systems you just mean avionics. Okay. So open the guard and turn it off. There's no guard, you just turn it off. And then we turn the generator off. Helicopter 5432. Matthew, could you show or share your exact multiplayer graphics, traffic, and online fidelity in such settings? Because the model matching looks good on my screen. Well, one thing, Helicopter 5432, is that I probably have most helicopter add-ons. So the model matching will be good because I already own the helicopters, if you see what I mean. However, I still have not got around to installing the Hype H145 or H160 because it's a bit of a hassle in 2024, so I gather. So those are the only ones I'll be missing. But yeah, I can absolutely show you my settings, no problem. So that sped down quite fast. So with the H130, you want it so that the blade is forwards. So it was already stopping there, but I just pulled the rotor blade when the blade is forwards so that on your three-bladed system, there's no blade overhanging the hot turbine output there. So that's what you do with the three-bladed French helicopters. Dan, pump guy. Oh, yes. You're pump guy, Dan. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. It's very hard for me to remember who's who. Great flight. Thank you, sir. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. T-Player, Ryer Storm, thanks for the stream. Hell of fun. Yeah, awesome to have you along. Let's look at these settings so I can show you what I got here. What I want. Rendering quality. So I turned parked aircraft off today because there were some other aircraft already at Gold Coast, which I didn't want to be on the screen. So I've got that off. But otherwise, I've got everything on high on this one. Parked aircraft, variety, air traffic quantity high, air traffic variety high. So that means at least I will see you if I've got your model. If I've not got your model, I'll probably just get some generic replacement. But Yeah, because I've already got most of the helicopters, they do display for me. So I hope that's useful to helicopter 5432. Bigal, you're so welcome. Thanks so much. Really great to have you along here. Enjoy all your general aviation traffic down at Moorabbin. I'll let you know how I go up at Essendon in a couple of days. Overspeed, I'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining us. So I will. I'll stick around on the voice chat on the Discord if anyone wants to talk. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep an eye on the text in the YouTube. And if anyone's been watching and wants to ask us a question or help us solve a helicopter problem or something, speak up now. And otherwise, in a couple of minutes, I'll log off and I'll end the stream and I'll just go over to the Discord voice chat and see if anyone wants to tell me what a terrible job I did. Oh dear. Just joking. You're so welcome, Mako. Yeah, you're so welcome. And Womble Way, yeah, great flight. Thoroughly enjoyed flying along. Didn't hit any bridges this time. Yeah, that was in the Queenstown Gorge. I remember that one. What's that one? The Kawato Gorge, actually. Fun. Yeah, I will have a nice day. Say that one again for me. Is it Mako or Marco? Well, so Mako, if people can't hear me, is because of the audio setup, saying that the 145 and 160 from HPG are working nicely in 2024. So yeah, maybe I actually need to make a little bit of an effort and get those set up. What I'm also going to do this weekend is uninstall 2020, which I've not touched since November 2024, and is still taking up a gargantuan amount of space on my hard drive. So why I've kept that there, I don't know. So 2020 is getting uninstalled, and I will see about getting the hype helicopters working properly so that they will display properly. So Mako would have been probably had some substitution with some other model here in our flight today, or is invisible here right now. So anyway, I'll get that sorted out. Okay, thanks everyone for your kind compliments there, and I'm so glad you enjoyed the stream and came for a flight with us. I'm going to end the stream at this point, and I'm going to catch anyone else who wants to chat on the Discord voice chat. And otherwise, thanks people for watching. Really great to see so many concurrent viewers too on the stream. Really appreciate you coming along today and enjoying this very fun ride with us today. So I hope to catch you in another video soon, people. Otherwise, catch you on the Discord group chat. See you